Hey everyone, Josh here, welcome back to the channel. So, I am just going to show you free eBay sales and then I'm going to jump into some live video footage. I first of all sold 3 kilos of broken craft jewellery, £20. I took an offer of 20, it was up for 25. That went to Romania on the GSP, so that was a nice little get rid of it. That was listed for like 2 days, so, really happy to get rid of a bulky, heavy item quite quickly. A Sowerby, bud vase kind of style pot dish. It wasn't very tall, but had like a nice fluted top. And that went for an offer of 9. That's been listed for, if I can scroll up, when was the start time? 2021, so over 2 years. So I'm very glad to get rid of that. I paid, I think, £1 for that. So again, not worth keeping around, just get rid of it, which I did. And then I got rid of a Casio pink calculator. I think I undersold this. If you check the Casio scientific calculators but pink, some of them are selling for like £10, £12, but they're only like one every now and then. There was a couple listed for the £6 mark. I listed mine and it sold the same day within like an hour. Maybe they're worth a bit more and I just was a bit silly and didn't realise. I'm not sure, but worth keeping an eye out for. The Casio calculators always sell really well, especially when it's back to school time. So let's get into the live footage. So they were the first few that I've packed before deciding to record this. This is just the weekend sales going out. I've had a really good weekend getting back into eBay. And let's get into it. So, small pile of stamps. They cost me like 5p each. They've kind of gone for like £1 each. Really not a lot. But when they buy in a bundle like this, it actually does add up. And it's super easy to post because you just pile them up, wrap them in that to keep them dry. And then you chuck them in a board-backed envelope. Stick a stamp on in the letterbox. Done. Next up is this M&S frilly mottled red and black top. I've had this for ages. It's on clearance at £2.99 and that's what it's gone for, plus £3.50 shipping. Gonna send it large letter, so there's a little bit more profit in it for me. This would have cost me 50p probably, no more than that. But yeah, just in a bag, nice and easy, in a letterbox. Next up, we've got this vintage old logo deep feel Pyrex pie dish. Now, I love picking these up in fit a bag for 20p, and that is where this one has come from. And it has sold for £10 plus £3.75 postage. Now, with this, really simple to pack. It is going in one of my square, sort of shallowish boxes. And once it's bubble wrapped, that will sit nicely in the middle there. Obviously, it will be floating. And then I've got another one there, which I'll then just line over the side. So it'll be a double-walled, nicely padded pie dish. And then that should hopefully not break. These boxes are very hard to buy. I will give you the measurements on the screen now. I don't sell these on my own eBay. I sell the bags and I sell some other bits, but these I don't. They're very hard to find on eBay and they're very expensive if you do find them. So try maybe find something a little bit bigger, a little bit maybe taller, but they do work amazingly well for any plates or circular items, or like this case, a square or rectangle. So yeah, I do recommend them. So, for £8, I sold this rustic brown pottery mug. This is the second time it's now sold. The first time it was returned because the buyer did not like this white speckly line all over it, even though it was in all the photos. But never mind, that's sadly just how some people are. Didn't know who made it. It's got a squiggle on the bottom. It's got sort of a stampy thing here. I couldn't really figure it out. I just listed it as a brown pottery mug. They do sell if you list them like that. But if you know who makes them, you will get more money for them. I paid £1 at the car boot, I believe, or like £1.50 in a charity shop. I'll say £1.50 on the tracker, just be on the safe side. I don't pay any more than that for the pottery stuff. It sells for usually between 10 and 12, but I took an offer because this has been hanging around for a little while. It's a little boring. You know, there's no nice arty paint on it. It's no print on it. It's just a brown glaze. It's a bit basic, so not worth as much, sadly. But for this one, I will literally be shipping it in the box it was sent back in and I posted out in the first time, which is 2 5x5x5s, 2 6x6x6, and then just in between here I put a layer of small bubbles, and I've never had a breakage by doing it that way. So yeah, I'll be doing that now. And just to show you what I mean, that is in a 5x5x5 in a 1-sheet bubble wrap. Pop that in with a little press. You do sometimes need to sort of rejiggle the top around a little bit to make it fit nicely. I think that's all good. And then that should then just, close up as it does. You just sellotape it and we're good. I can't do the rest because it's got the other person's address on, which I just need to remove. But yeah, that's how I do that. So I don't have any here, but I've sold 200 of this size mailing bag. My eBay link is in the description if you want to buy them. 200 of these is £11. 200 of these is £11 free shipping. And then someone has purchased 50 of the 40x50 eco mailers. If you've not seen these before, I also sell these. They are sustainably sourced, carbon neutral, fully recyclable, made from sugarcane, so just a different type of plastic. This one is like a green plastic, and that one is obviously an oil-based recycled plastic. So yeah, £19 for 50 of these, so I'm going to go and count them and do that. I can't show you these because I keep them in a garage outside, because there's just 25,000 of them. I buy them in bulk. Can't be keeping them in my room. But yeah, I will be packing this too now, and then we'll be moving over to the Etsy, and I've got one Vinted order, I believe, and maybe a Depop. I'll have a look. I've just picked this and packed this without even showing you. It's, in my defense, it is, 2:30 in the morning, and I've got to be up at 7, so I better hurry up. Anyway, this sold for £8, free postage. I don't know why it was free postage. I think that was just an error on my part. But yeah, that's gone. I paid £1 for this and loads of others. I've sold a few already, so this is probably about a £5 profit. But yeah, that's that one. And then the last two items is this Port Miriam, however you want to pronounce it, little canister. I don't believe this is the right lid. I have mentioned that in the listing. It sits on it nicely, but it just doesn't look quite right from the top. But that's how I brought it. I brought it like this for £2.50 in a big auction bundle. So every item is kind of £2.50 worth. There's the bottom stamp. And that has sold for £37 with £5 shipping. So that needs bubble wrapping. And then the last item, this little chicken egg holder I got, I believe, for £1.25 in my last haul. It might be £1.50. Sold for £5 plus £3.75 shipping. So again, not a big profit. I know they sell, when I was picking this up, I knew it would sell, but just not for much money. But sometimes the smaller sales are, what keep you ticking over. So happy to get rid of that as well. And then the final thing, which I'll add on to this video, I sold this sort of hobnailed green vase for £18.75. That was on offer, 20% off, I think I sent. So that has gone out the door. That I paid £2 for, I think, in the 8, maybe £2.50, something like that. It was in one of the charity shops, the clearance one, I think. But yeah, it's got like a nice sort of bubbly effect to it. A nice profit on that. And I've also sold another 200 of the bags. Just thought I'd do that because I know some of you see me buy all the weird stuff and like ever wonder, does it sell? Yes, it sells. It just sometimes takes a little longer. Total profit on this lot will be on the screen. I'll probably just do like a little tracker, like up here somewhere, of profit for the weekend.